Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. So we're going to be talking about... Sorry, she was kind of out of place. But we're going to be talking about the Conjuring house owner again. Seems like she is at it. She really is at it. And has said some insanely harsh things. Now, she is back at doing it again. And I guess this time she really has said some horrific things. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this video by Jason Hawes. I'll give you guys my personal thoughts. Of course, you guys know me. I'll give you my personal thoughts, talk to you. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and say that whatever I hear is going to be no surprise to me. Because this individual has already gone out there and said some of the most insane, horrendous, rude, disgusting comments you could possibly even imagine for an owner of one of these beautiful locations. I will say that. We're going to go ahead and dive into this. I'm going to be as respectful as possible. I'm going to be as classy as possible. And we'll hear what they say. So hit the like button. Go support the original video. Subscribe to the channel. And let's dive into Jason's video. I'm going to raise that up just a little bit.
This is an update to all things Conjuring, I guess. And, you know, I hate making videos about this. I hate giving any press or publicity, but the messages are still coming. Still coming.
Which is no surprise. This was something I was expecting was going to be happening until something was actually going to be done about it. Someone needs to, and I know people are saying, you know, Jason, block her, remove her, do all this, do all that. At this point, it would make no difference because the person's going to find a way to get a hold of him, whether it's going to be through him or family members or whatever have you. She will find a way to reach out to Jason, and I guess it's better to let that person come at me. If I'm in the situation he's in, and this woman is persistent on getting a hold of me, and if she does not get her way, she is going to start going after people I love. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'd be less mad if she was coming at me than I would, let's say, my mom or my dad, or like if I had a girlfriend, my girlfriend. I would much rather it be me than them in that case, because it just, nothing pisses me off more than when someone tries to drag family or friends into my own situation, right? So, yeah, I can't really blame him for not choosing to block or remove. I mean, at this point, it's like, if you're going to message anybody, message me personally. If you got an issue, message me personally. But even then, like Jacqueline, what you're doing, what you're sending could get you into some serious shit, and I'm surprised it has not gotten you into some serious shit. I'm surprised law enforcement has not seen these videos and already said we need to go ahead and do something about this.
Emails, texts,
Yes.
and they're more and more vicious now than I think they were even in the beginning, though. And I'm going to share those with you. She actually sent emails, and so, guys, there's a big reason why I've been trying to promote the hell out of the whole boycott the Conjuring house. And she sent, so there's been emails sent that we were all tagged in recently. And now I'm going to show those. But just understand, she went on a rant going after everybody from the president to the gay community to the Jewish individuals and list. And so some of it's going to be blocked out because, first off, nobody should be made to feel like this. But she does claim that we owe her $1.8 trillion. So,
oh boy,
hang on, here we go.
Oh boy, $8 trillion. I want to read it myself first. Jason's going to read it, but I want to read it myself. What the F is everybody doing? It isn't enough that you will not give me access to one dime of my money. I hear you have cute tricks of putting my 1.8 trillion into my account, but will not let me see it? Or how do they even have the ability not to let you see your money from your own account? I don't understand how they have that ability. That makes no sense to me. Okay. That makes no sense. Or you want to drain me completely, still try to still steal from my Fair Harbor booking account, not let me buy merchandise for the Conjuring house? F you, bank, and countless other immoral, evil people who deserve public humiliation and ruination. Who is stealing my money? How can you write 2 fraudulent checks? You are stealing over $20,000 from me every single month. $20,000 every single month. My God, if that's the truth, you are banking. But something tells me that's not even true. Sounds like she really is just desperate for money because she knows the Conjuring house is not making any more money, or if it is, it's barely anything. Though again, at $20,000, it's like $1,000 per like investigation. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that she would have that much because people were probably going there monthly. Who are you people? I hear you putting the sovereignty of the USA at risk in your reckless and dangerous tactics. You are also putting all of your depositors at risk when your institutions get seized by the UN of the Eastern Hemisphere. I don't even know what she's talking about. Why are all these things being brought up? I don't know. Bank, where is my $75,000 trillion for the one government and the lease? Nobody has how many people on this fucking planet have $1 trillion? I'm sure like billions of dollars, but I've never heard of like people having $75 trillion. Oh my God. That's next level. But again, this is no surprise. That's the thing. This is not surprising to me. Yeah, where's my $75 trillion for the one government, let's hold name or person, name, in my name or the person name, Wells Fargo. Where's my $6,500 billion for me personally? By the way, someone owes me $1.5 million that was stolen from my insurance proceeds. Jesus, all of it, it's not even like a reasonable number. It's all in the billions or trillions. It's not like, oh, you owe me like $2,000, $4,000. It's like, no, it's like the millions. Like this person is like more rich than fucking Ryan Reynolds. Where is the Southern Estate decision? Where is the Condor Street? She, I guess, expects a lot. Where's my ownership title to Paramount, NBC, ABC, CBS, ESPN, and the New York Yankees by George? At this point, it almost feels like a gag. Like it's just a giant fucking show. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even feel legit. It feels like this person is almost self-aware of what they're saying and just sending it because she wants like this publicity that she is just losing it. I don't even know. I don't even know if like there could be a real possibility she is actually someone struggling, and this really could be signs of it right here. But like at the same time, it's like when you send stuff like this, are you not aware of what you're saying? I guess in some cases, maybe they're not. Maybe people have told me in the comment section. You'd be surprised what people with certain mental situations can really be doing. And maybe this is, again, a sign of that because she's expecting loads of fucking money.
Would you like the honors of reading that, Tori?
Yes. Do you?
No, just leave the swear words out.
Yeah. So. What the blank is everyone doing? It isn't enough that you will not give me access to one dime of my money. I hear you have a house. F you. She starts coming up with names. She starts saying F you to all different kinds of banks, which we had to block out for personal information reasons.
Which she sent us messages with all of her bank account information.
I'll play it right here. I hope I didn't skip nothing, but I'll play it right here because they seem like they're talking about it while they're going.
All of it. And then bounced checks, and then literally like all of her bank account information, which if we were criminals, we could have taken everything from her bank account, which wasn't doing too well. But anyways, go on with your email. The email.
Bank and countless other immoral, evil people who deserve public humiliation and ruination. Who is stealing my money? How can you write 2 fraudulent checks, which we didn't? You are stealing over $20,000 from me every single month. Who are you people? I hear you are putting the sovereignty of the USA at risk by your reckless and dangerous tactics. You are also putting all of your
Depositors, yeah.
You are also putting all of your depositors at risk when your insinuations get seized by the UN. I can't see, sorry.
Get seized by the UN of the Eastern Hemisphere. Whatever. $75 trillion for the one world government and the leasehold agreement in my name or the person's name. Wells Fargo, where is my $6,500 billion? Is that an actual number?
I don't think so.
$6,500 billion for me personally. By the way, someone owes me $1.5 million that was stolen from my insurance proceeds when my barn was set on fire.
Here's the thing. If this is all true, which it's not, why are you not going to like a government agency or some sort of federal building and talking to them about this? And why are you sending it all to the Hawes family, right? That would be my thing. Okay, you have all these problems and whatnot. Like, why are you sending them to me like I have the power to fix anything, right? If they were breaking the law and they were really stealing money from the owner of the Conjuring house, you should go to you should seek federal help, not send these messages to the Hawes as if it's going to fix anything. That's a big misfire and makes no sense. So obviously what she's saying is not legitimate, because she could be going to the government or whatever have you, the feds, and asking them to help her. So we already know it's not true. Obviously, it wasn't true to begin with, because no Conjuring house owner was making that much money and was supposed to be owed that much money. No way. Like, seriously, in a world where we live, yeah, I just don't see it. And again, she's sending it to them as if they're the ones who are the issue. But if this was a real thing, you'd be going to the feds. It doesn't add up.
By arson, who should I look into? Does that mean she got 1.5 million for a barn fire?
Which is not okay, because she told us she didn't make nearly enough of the amount. At first, she told us it was $250,000 put into the barn. Now it's $450,000 put into the barn. Now it's $1.5 million settled.
So she's claiming she got 1.5 million for the barn. So that's what. By the way, someone owes me 1.5 million that was stolen from my insurance proceeds when my barn was set on fire by arson. Who should I look for that? Who should I look?
And again, why are you asking them? Like, they're the ones who are going to give you the answer. Okay, if you owed that money, go to somebody and try to figure it out. You're a business owner, right? I wouldn't know who to go to figure it out, but if I were to guess, it would be some sort of insurance company. Come on.
Look for the blank insurance money that I never received and was settled behind my back. Blank bank.
Talking about banks and names.
Tom, I am owed $3.7 million on that one. Where is the Souther Estate, decision? Where is the Condor Street, corner of Putnam and Condor decision? Where is my ownership title to Paramount, NBC, ABC, CBS, ESPN, and the New York Yankees by George Steinbrenner, who was the only American to have met me about. Hang on, we're going to get rid of this one and bring up the next one. So, Steimer,
met me about who I am. My vineyards in Napa and Sonoma my vineyards in Napa and Sonoma counties, whereas my ownership title, many other assets for the U.S. residents and the one world government. I have CC'd many people, including our Burrillville militia. I am the person who has saved all of humanity. I have trillions and trillions of...
Okay, I need to read this myself, actually. I need to read this myself. Where's my ownership title? Paramount, NBC, ABC, Vineyard, U.S. residents, one world government. I have CCD'd many people, including our Burrillville militia. I'm the person who has saved all of humanity. I have trillions and trillions of dollars of resources put into my or the person's name. I have I have leasehold entitlements to John Arnold, Southern Condor, Maori, and others. You stupid dumb idiots. 1 + 1 + 1 = we are saving our planet. We are investing in our planet. We are investing in people, places, and first off, the thing here is it's an odd thing for her to be talking like how she feels like she's saving the planet and she's doing all this great stuff for our world, and yet she has become probably one of the most toxic individuals I have seen online. And maybe it's not all her fault. Maybe she is just really struggling right now, but it really comes off to me like she's just not aware. And again, but here's the thing. None of this is surprising to me. These are things that have been known that she would say, and things that would obviously be said. Okay, I want to go ahead and you are stupid dumb idiots. We are investing people, places, the things. We are saving habitats in our animal kingdom. You do not have $1 trillion to do that. It sounds like you are desperate for attention, is what this is coming off like. You are desperate for attention, and you want to try to bring people on your side as if you are doing something good, but clearly you are just simply not doing anything good. What you're doing is insanely unrational. What do you see? The Herbidius stole the John Arnold leasehold, and the Hurleys were given the Souther and Condor leasehold. I see tyranny. I see extermination, kill shelters. I see people suffering and businesses closing. This is what you want. Decent. You own a haunted location. an alleged haunted location. You own the Conjuring house. You are no savior of anything. You are, and this was actually something I was saying a lot earlier on, is like she's coming off like she thinks she is some sort of messiah or something, like some sort of savior of people, and unfortunately that's just not the case. Which, I mean, if it wasn't obvious, I mean, it should be obvious now that this person is struggling, like really struggling, and I'm a broken record. I have a broken record syndrome, I think, at this point, because I just, one of the reasons why you haven't seen me posting so much about this and why I have not been just releasing comments after comments after comments about everything she has said is because this stuff is no surprise anymore. If I just did that out of nowhere, if I just kept continue, that would be all my content. I would be just making video after video after video of the Conjuring house situation. But this is no surprise. Kill shelters, tyranny. I hear the new UN. Okay, I gotta.
Dollars of resources put in my or the person's name. I have leasehold entitlements to John Arnold, Souther, Condor, Maori, and others. You stupid, dumb idiots. 1 + 1 + 1 = we are saving our planet. We are investing in our planet. We are investing in people, places, and things. We are saving habitats in our animal kingdom. What do you see? The Ribidos, I don't know who that is, stole the John
Rubidius, I
Arnold
think.
leasehold. The Hurleys were given the Souther and Condor leaseholds. I see tyranny. I see extermination shelters. I see people suffering and businesses closing. This is what you want: decent and good people who are not in power to not want this. They need to be in power to make ethical decisions with the integrity that they possess. I hear the new UN of the Eastern Hemisphere.
Sorry, I want to read this myself. This is what I was kind of waiting for her to go down. I hear the new UN of the Eastern Hemisphere has prepared a document outlining everything you have done to hurt and kill me and the American people. You will not recover from this. You will not destroy this earth, saving missions. You will return the rightful assets and the 127 million of people's rightful assets that you and your yellow jacket. It's very over the top, very over dramatic, and this is all coming from a simple situation of just bad ownership and unjustifiable things being said and done. It has nothing to do with the world, it has nothing to do with the government, it has nothing to do with, cults, it has nothing to do with any of this stuff. It has nothing to do with assassination attempts. It's just
has prepared a document outlining everything you have done to hurt and my life and the American people. You will not recover from this. You will not end my life. You will not destroy this earth-saving missions. You will return my rightful assets and the 127 million of people's rightful assets that you and then this is where, hateful comments against, the LGBTQ community, Jewish community, and things like that.
All right. So that's that one. We'll get rid of that now, and then make things right in the UN. And by the way, Township of Burrville can seize assets, and I'm being told that they will, if time passes too long. Ribidos, get me my merchandise for the Halloween season at the Conjuring house. I am the owner. So she goes on. So first off, I know we've made videos about this in the past, and I did state this has nothing to do with paranormal. This has other issues, and so we need to get away from that, because I see people still saying she's possessed. She's possessed.
no. Oh God,
No, she's not.
please no, please don't say that. There have been comments in my comment section too. I genuinely 100% do not believe that this has anything to do with the paranormal or the effects of the Conjuring house. And personally, I do not. I don't. I think this is something that's going on in this person's mind. I think this is somebody who has been cornered. This has been somebody who has been literally cornered, and is now trying to attack everybody. No. Please do not go into the comment section and make up the excuse that this person is being possessed by a demon of the house, because that is not true. It's just simply not. No. It sounds like she's been attempted to get help before. Like, people have actually shown up and actually taken her to institutions and stuff to actually help her. But she's gotten out. I don't know how she keeps apparently continuously getting out of these places, but yeah, it makes almost no sense. Because if you see these posts, you should be like, yeah, this person needs to talk to somebody severely. And
No, she's not. It has nothing to do with the paranormal, and I 100% can state that as a fact. She doesn't live on the property, anyways. So, but
there you go.
Now these are the messages that she sent recently.
okay,
Today, another message comes in, and then here we go with today.
I'm gonna read it myself first. info at the Conjuring House and other crimes. You and everyone else will be prosecuted. I hope you get... Wow. Okay. Well, that just hit the fan real quick. Oh, I just read what happens next. Oh, wow, you could take that as a threat. Yeah, okay, I'll read it. I hope you get killed, actually. But I will take a prison sentence for life. What does that insinuate? You hope they... Right? And then you said you would take a life sentence. So what are you saying? Are you saying that you would do something? Because that is how someone could take that. That actually is bad. That if the police have not shown up at her house, I mean, at this point, I don't know, because that right there is next level shit. You could literally that could be taken as a threat, a life threat. You should know that the New York Times has received an abundance of evidence against you, Cody, Jason, Jennifer, Corey, Reed, Tara, and Amanda, among numerous others. You will never work and earn money another day in your life. I hear Joe Biden committed leaving all of you hanging in the wind to finally destroy you. If you post this, you are required to post everything I am saying, or you will not like the consequences. I was told to tell you that. Oh, so it was by her own words that they are posting this, because she basically said you have to post it. Which, probably was not the right move to make, honestly. Yeah, that's the worst one so far. That first few lines right there, that's bad. That's real bad. All right, as you can see, CCD here is Justice Thomas and Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, New York Times, Washington Post, and others. You should know that powerful people like Justice Thomas and Jeff Bezos cannot have fake emails created in their names, because such people would take you down immediately. And she always has to bring in all these different people, like all these very powerful, rich people that are apparently on her side or something, and make it sound crazy.
All right, so this one says... And this was directed straight to my kid here. So you and everyone else.
This was directed at Satori. Okay, maybe I thought it was directed at Jason. Okay, so this is sent to Satori in general. Wow. I mean, I could see that pissing off Jason quite a bit. Basically saying that's crazy.
Will be prosecuted. I hope you get... Actually, you can see what it says. But I will take a prison sentence for life. You should know that the New York Times has received an abundance of evidence against you, Cody, Jason, Jennifer, Corey, Reed, Tara, and Amanda, among numerous others. You will never work and earn money another day in your life. I hear Joe Biden, you can see what she's saying there, leaving all of you hanging in the wind to finally destroy you. If you post this, you're required to post everything I am saying. Oh, I am. I'm posting everything you're saying.
But also, that could be her wanting that because she wants the publicity. There could be so many ways to look at that. Like, she literally could have just said that because she genuinely wants people to now view her in a certain light, because that's getting her some sort of publicity, right? She's getting some attention because of this. And I don't know why you would want this kind of attention, personally, but this is the risk you take. When you put yourself out there on social media, like Jacqueline Nunes has, and has claimed to be such a big voice in the paranormal field, the things that you say behind the scenes will come to light. Like this, right? So you got to be very careful about what you say. One of the reasons why I'm trying to be always as careful about what I say, because you don't want someone to take it wrong. And I've had some of my comments taken wrong before, and I have to explain, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. And people will just jump on it. This is not really anybody taking it wrong. No, it sounds exactly like how you want it to sound. That's the scary part. And I don't blame anybody for wanting to get law enforcement involved at that point, because this is some serious shit you are saying. This stuff should never be taken as a joke. Never. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your excuse is for the owner. I don't care what you want. This shit is not acceptable. And look, if she said that, it needs to be known that this is the kind of mindset she has at the moment.
Or you will not like the consequences, whatever that means. I was told to tell you that. As you can see, CC'd here is the Justice Thomas, Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, New York Times, Washington Post, and others. You should know that powerful people like Justin Thomas and Jeff Bezos cannot have fake emails created in their names, because such people would take you down immediately. So again, now she's sending messages about, hoping that something like that happens to my kid. And these are the things that are going on. And these are big reasons why you gotta boycott that property. People cannot go there. I know people are doing events, and it sucks to say, but really, you got to request your money back, try to get it back, whatever. Taking people there and taking a chance of her showing up in one of these crazed rages that she goes on is a highly dangerous thing. Somebody is going to get hurt. And another problem is with the way the world is today, especially in the US, nothing gets done unless it hits that point where somebody gets hurt. And
That's the scary part, yeah. That we just got done talking about how, like, I'm surprised this person's not behind bars. Well, they probably are waiting until something actually happens. I really hope that's not the case, because something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. This person is obviously not in the right state of mind. There's just no getting around it. And I would be heartbroken to hear someone got hurt. And look, maybe could she be just a talker online and maybe somebody else in person? There's always that possibility, but why take the chance? Why take that risk? You know what I mean? And I actually have heard stories about her in person recently, and she does not sound like she is all the way there. Just why take the chance? If you are going to the Conjuring house of recent times and you are paying insane amount of money to have an event there, I would also encourage you just not to do it, because someone's going to get hurt. Someone at some point is going to get hurt, and I don't ever want to have to make a video about how something happened when we all were aware that something could happen. That's a real scary thing. And I know there's some people out there who are probably thinking, "Oh, well, it's not going to happen." Unfortunately, that's what most people think before something does happen. So that one time you decide that, hey, nothing's happened up until this point with the owner, so maybe if we go this time, we'll be okay. That could be the time the owner shows up. Just don't take the risk. Please don't take the risk. Just please, this person is just not, is sketchy right now. And after seeing that, what she just said about the life sentence, she would take a life sentence and even hopes that Satori gets, like, at this point, you should be very much aware. And if you go, you should probably be aware that you are taking a risk. And I would highly recommend just simply, bluntly not doing it.
And that's a serious issue. She is an extreme danger to herself and anyone who steps foot on that property. What do you got to say?
I do want to say that now, I have never liked putting personal things that are happening in my life, drama, out on the internet, out on YouTube, things like that. That's not me. The only reason we want to do this is because it's literally like threatening messages being sent, and we have tried reaching out to people. We've reached out to police, multiple different police departments. We've reached out to mental health professionals and things like that, and pretty much all that can be said is we have to wait until something's done where somebody's hurt for something.
Oh, that is terrifying. But at that point, it could be literally too late for somebody. Someone could literally be scarred for life coming into contact with her. I'm not trying to make assumptions. I don't know. I have not met her in person. I don't know her mental state right now. If I'm going off the messages, it's a serious situation. It should not be taken lightly. So please just stay away from the fucking house. Please just stay away from the house. That's all I would ask. I think that's all anybody would ask. Just stay away from the house until, like, maybe a new owner just shows up, because, yeah.
Something to happen, and we want it documented that these things are being said and done now, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want some visitor that shows up at the Conjuring house to get hurt. So I feel like it's important to put these out there so everyone's aware of what's actually happening.
And that's the main thing when it comes down to it, is just trying to get the word out, because I know people are still going there. I know that the property isn't near as busy as it was because a lot of people have played it smart and have stayed away. But, you know, she blatantly had said in posts that she released to the Providence Journal, as well as others, well, that she has been forcibly admitted, but the problem is 24 hours later, she's out. And when she gets out, she's out with a vengeance. And it's not us. We haven't requested that.
That's scary, because that feels like they're almost making it worse doing that. She clearly needs help. But because that night, the days that she goes in there, when she is forced from her wherever she is into one of these places, they talk to her for a little bit. She's probably only thinking about how I'm going to get back at them. There is no help there. No, she has to be, like, committed and actually sit down and talk to people about what is bothering her. It can't be just, oh, we'll just grab you, take you in there for a day, put you in a room, and then, say a few things here and there, and then you're out. Because that is just going to fuel that rage. And this is clearly, obviously, an act of that fueled rage, just coming out, saying basically this, that, and this, trying to make them trying to threaten these two, whoever else, just to keep their mouth shut so she can do what she's doing, because she's desperate at this point. But there is no help being made, and that is scary.
She gets sent in. We've only reported things to the police as they've been sent to us. There are no contact orders. There's no trespass orders. And she doesn't care. She just violates that. And that's a problem. So we need to keep on turning that stuff over because, God forbid, something happens. We need everything documented. And all we've ever wanted was the best for her. But, I mean, to be honest with you, there's no way to help anymore. There really isn't. So we need to be careful. People need to stay away.
Well, man, at that rate, you're right. If they're literally telling you that we can't do anything until something happens, you're right. There's nothing more we can do besides just tell people, avoid it. And she's aware of what they're saying. I'm 100% confident she's already watched this video and knows everything they're saying. And if this is a public stunt, my God, I'd be scared for the next person who goes to the Conjuring house and she does show up, because she knows it's going to get her some headline.
Really, that property needs to totally be boycotted. The town of Burrillville, honestly, I request to you, it's like you guys should not be letting people into that area. I mean, it's a danger. It truly is. So the town of Burrillville, the state of Rhode Island, the state of Massachusetts. I mean, come on, somebody's got to step up here. This is ridiculous.
I know I have people around me that are able to protect me. I have my father, I have my family, I have friends, I have Cody, things like that. But who's to say she's not going to just show up where I live? She does know that information. She can show up anytime she wants. And I do fear for my safety, even though I do have people that are here to help me. But who's to say that she's not going to harm somebody else that visits that house? Or she's not going to take your information when you show up and show up somewhere else, you know? So we're afraid for the people that may not have the resources to be protected.
And it's not far-fetched. You can talk to some of the past employees who were there during some of these issues, and I can't get into too much detail, but stopped a dangerous situation from happening that would have seriously hurt other individuals. So when it comes down to it, people need to be made aware. They need to avoid Miss Nunez. Honestly, they need to stay away from the property. The town of Burrillville really needs to step up. Take away the business license. I mean, come on. Before somebody gets hurt, take away the friggin' business license. The state of Rhode Island needs to step up.
Yeah, at this point, if the law's not going to do nothing, I think, yeah, Rhode Island needs to probably kick it up into high gear. And that's a good point. Take away her business license. And now, I know what you people are probably going to say in the comment section. You're probably going to be like, how can we trust Jason when he takes and defends Satori because, with her method and stuff like that? That's a different conversation entirely. Do I believe in that method? No, I don't. No, I don't. To an extent, do I blame Jason and hate on him for defending his kid in some situations? Not really. I kind of knew this was the side he was going to take no matter what anyways, so I'm not really going to give him heat for it. But personally, if you had to ask me, do I believe in the method? No, I don't. And I won't defend it. I'm not saying Satori is a rude or horrible person, but I will not defend that method because, simply put, I don't buy it. There's nothing you can do to change my mind. I know people have left comments, oh, well, you can't say it's fake unless you've been in the room. No, I feel like I can. But that's a different subject entirely. If we're talking about the owner and her situation, I have to agree that something now needs to be done by the state about this owner, because this is not looking good on them too for not doing anything about it.
State of Massachusetts, whoever, I mean, the government, she's now sending emails to the president, and this is just ridiculous. I mean, it's so far-fetched. This has nothing to do with the paranormal. This is just pretty much a psychotic break, and it needs to be handled, and it just isn't being handled. So we need to stop waiting for somebody to get seriously hurt before this is fixed. You got anything to add to that?
No, just please hear what we're saying and please consider it and please make your decisions based off of what you're hearing because all of it is 100% true.
And Jacqueline, I know you watch these, so stop contacting us. Stop sending messages to me and my family. Just leave us alone. I mean, really, just let us be. We haven't messaged you. We haven't responded to you. So just stop.
And again, if the police are really involved, they would have no reason to lie. I mean, they've already showed us the text messages. If the police were really involved, if they were sending messages back and forth with Jacqueline Nunez, like they were sending messages first and then she would message, if this ever went to court or something, they would have to show those, right? So, like, I don't believe that they're lying about this. I genuinely believe that she is really reaching out to them for no reason whatsoever and saying these things. I just have no reason to believe they would lie about that. She has said some pretty horrible, horrendous shit. This is that one where she says she was not afraid to take a life sentence or something like that after literally saying she hopes that Satori dies. That's a horrible thing to say. It really could have been taken as a death threat. And I'm surprised he didn't I'm surprised he didn't mention that more about how that next sentence could really implicate that she would be okay with a life sentence. Like, I would be very much terrified at that point. I'm like, okay, what does that insinuate? Are you going to do something?
Get yourself some help. Seriously, you really need it. And I don't know. Honestly, we have nothing more to say than that. It's just, please, everybody, stay the hell away from this property. Stay the hell away from this person. And hopefully something will finally happen. The town could step up or something, and she gets the help she needs. And that property is taken care of the way it should be. So, but please, if you're doing events, don't do events there. If you're going on a tour for your own safety, don't. I know there's a couple employees there, nothing wrong with them. Great people who need jobs. A lot of people have quit that still haven't been paid. And, you know, it's just, we need to really stay away from that property. So, anything else?
All right.
Nope. On to the next.
Love from me to you guys. Stay safe. Please share the word. Boycott the Conjuring house and keep it real.
Kind of like I said in the beginning, nothing here surprised me. Now, the one did surprise me a little bit, the where she said that she hopes that Satori blank, and then that would be a no-go for me. At that point, I'd almost take every ounce of my being to not sit there and send a message saying, if you even come near my property, you're going to regret it. When someone threatens my family, when someone threatens my friends, I'm a different person. When it's me, I'll be like, okay, why don't we talk about this? But no, the second it's like someone I deeply care about, no. He handled it a lot more maturely than I would have. I almost guarantee you that. Are you guys surprised? I don't think anybody would be surprised by these. But again, I do agree to a huge extent that, yeah, this stuff needs to be out there, especially if they are dealing with something like this and they're telling them they're not going to do anything about it until something happens, then I do think that people need to be aware. So in case something does happen, at least you were warned before anything does happen. Seriously. Creepy and terrifying shit, no doubt. You know, ghosts are one thing, the paranormal is one thing, demons or alleged demons are one thing, but some physical person who is not in the right state of mind is a completely different beast. I'm not saying she would ever do something like this, but if we are going by what we're seeing right now, I think it's at least something you should consider. Keep this in mind. If you are going, if you're not going to listen to anybody's warnings, at least be cautious. 100%. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please do. Take care.
If you can't stay, can't start to through, you won't be meant dead.